Welcome back to Peter's English Lab. Let's level up your English.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our friendly English podcast. And Peter, it's so nice to see you today. I'm excited because today we're talking about something powerful, something that can change the way we learn and live. How are you feeling today, Peter?
I'm feeling good, Nicole, and I'm happy to be here again with you and our listeners. And Nicole, I can already hear your energy, so I know today's episode will be inspiring and helpful for everyone. I'm ready to start.
Great, Peter. And before we begin, let me ask you something simple. Did you ever have a day when you felt stuck, like nothing was working and your English wasn't improving?
Oh yes, Nicole, many times. I think every learner knows that feeling. You study, you try, and still you feel slow or confused. And it's easy to think, maybe I'm not good at this.
Exactly, Peter. And that's why today's topic is so important. We're talking about mindset, the way we think about learning and about ourselves. A small change in mindset can make a big change in your progress. So, Peter, let's start with the idea of a stuck mindset, because many learners experience this without even noticing. What does a stuck mindset sound like to you?
A stuck mindset sounds like, I can't do this, I'm bad at English, or I'll never improve. These thoughts make people feel small and tired, and they want to stop trying.
Yes, Peter, and the problem is not the English. The problem is the thought. When we think, I'm bad, we close the door to learning, and everything feels heavy.
But there's another mindset, Nicole, a much better one. The growing mindset. It says, I'm learning, I'm improving, I can try again, and it gives people hope.
Exactly, Peter. And hope is powerful. It gives us energy to continue, even when something feels difficult. The growing mindset opens the door instead of closing it.
One of the best tools for a growing mindset is a small word, Nicole. The word yet. It changes everything in a sentence.
Yes, Peter, yet is like magic for learners. I don't understand yet. I'm not fluent yet. I can't say this word yet. Suddenly, the future feels possible.
When we add yet, Nicole, we tell ourselves that learning takes time and that we're on the right path. Thinking. It makes the journey feel lighter and more positive. Smile.
And speaking of journeys, Peter, learning English is not a race. It's a long walk with many small steps. And every step counts, even the tiny ones.
Another important part of mindset is how we think about mistakes, Nicole. Thinking. Many learners feel embarrassed or upset when they make a mistake. Pause.
Yes, Peter, but mistakes are not the enemy. They're our teachers. Every mistake shows us what to try next, what to practice, and how to grow.
Think about a child learning to walk, Nicole. They fall many times, but nobody says, stop, you're bad at walking. Chuckle. We say, good job, try again, because falling is part of learning. Smile.
Exactly, Peter. And adults forget this. They think mistakes mean failure, but mistakes actually mean progress. If you're making mistakes, it means you're trying.
Another mindset problem is looking at the big mountain, Nicole. The huge goal that feels impossible. Thinking. When learners think, I must learn all English, they feel tired before they start. Pause.
Yes, Peter. And that's why we need small steps. Tiny goals that feel easy and possible. One new word, one short video, one small exercise. That's enough for today.
Small steps build confidence, Nicole, and confidence builds motivation, thinking, and motivation makes learning faster and more enjoyable. Smile.
Exactly, Peter. And when learners take one small step every day, they build a strong habit, a habit that leads to real improvement. It's like laying one brick at a time.
I love the brick idea, Nicole. You don't build a wall in one day. You build it brick by brick. Chuckle. And one day, you look back and see something amazing. Smile.
Yes, Peter, and English works the same way. One brick today, one brick tomorrow, and soon you have a strong foundation. That's the power of a growing mindset.
Another part of mindset is how we talk to ourselves. Nicole. Many learners say things to themselves that they would never say to a friend.
Yes, Peter, and that's so important. We must be kind to ourselves, patient with ourselves, and supportive of ourselves. Learning is easier when we're our own friend, not our own enemy.
Sometimes learners compare themselves to others, Nicole. Classmates, friends, people online. But comparison only makes people feel slow or behind.
Yes, Peter, and everyone learns at a different speed. There is no right speed in English. The only person you should compare yourself to is your past self.
If you're a little better than yesterday, Nicole, that's success. And if you're trying, you're already winning.
Exactly, Peter. And that's the mindset we want our listeners to have. Hopeful, patient, and ready to grow. Learning English becomes easier when your mind is on your side. And now, Peter, let's continue because there are still many important parts of mindset that help learners grow and feel stronger every day.
A good mindset doesn't just help with English, it helps with work, relationships, and life in general.
Another mindset challenge is fear, Nicole. Fear of speaking, fear of sounding strange, fear of making mistakes in front of others. Fear can stop people from practicing, even when they want to improve.
Yes, Peter, fear is powerful, but courage is also powerful. And courage doesn't mean I'm not afraid. It means I'm afraid, but I try anyway. Every time learners speak, even when they're nervous, they become braver.
Sometimes learners think they must speak perfectly, Nicole, and that pressure makes them freeze. But perfection is not the goal. Communication is.
Exactly, Peter. And communication is about connection, not perfection. If someone understands you, you're already successful, even if your grammar isn't perfect.
Another mindset problem is impatience, Nicole. People want fast results, but language learning takes time. When progress feels slow, they think something is wrong. But slow progress is still progress.
Yes, Peter. And sometimes progress is invisible. You don't see it every day, but it's happening inside your brain. One day, you suddenly understand something that was difficult before. And that's the result of many small steps.
Let's talk about motivation, Nicole, because motivation goes up and down like a wave. Some days you feel strong, and other days you feel tired or distracted.
Yes, Peter, and that's normal. Nobody feels motivated every day. Smile. That's why habits are more important than motivation, because habits keep you moving even on low energy days.
Another helpful mindset idea is celebrating small wins, Nicole. Many learners wait for big results, but small wins are the real engine of progress.
Yes, Peter, and small wins can be anything. Understanding one sentence, learning one new word, finishing one short exercise. These moments build confidence and make learning enjoyable.
Let's talk about self-talk again, Nicole, because the way we speak to ourselves shapes our mindset. If we say, I can't, we stop. If we say, I'll try, we move forward.
Yes, Peter, and positive self-talk doesn't mean lying to yourself. It means choosing helpful thoughts instead of harmful ones. I'm learning. I'm improving. I can try again. These thoughts give us strength.
Another mindset skill is curiosity, Nicole. Being curious makes learning fun. When learners ask questions, explore new words, and try new things, they grow faster.
Yes, Peter. Curiosity turns learning into an adventure instead of a chore. And adventures are much more exciting than homework.
Let's talk about environment, Nicole, because the people around us also influence our mindset. Supportive friends make learning easier, but negative people make it harder.
Yes, Peter. And that's why learners should surround themselves with people who encourage them, not people who say, you can't do it. Positive environment creates a positive mind.
Another mindset idea is flexibility, Nicole. Being open to new methods, new tools, and new ways of learning. When learners try different approaches, they discover what works best for them.
Yes, Peter. And flexibility helps learners stay motivated because they don't feel stuck with one boring method. They can mix videos, podcasts, books, apps, and conversations.
Let's talk about patience again, Nicole, because patience is the heart of a growing mindset. Without patience, learners feel frustrated and want to quit.
Yes, Peter. And patience means trusting the process. Trusting that small steps will lead to big results over time. It's slow, but it's real.
Now, Peter, let's move into our grammar section because mindset also appears in the way we use English tenses. Today, we'll explain the difference between the present simple and the present continuous in a clear, easy way. Le present simple is used for facts, habits, and routines, Nicole, like, I study English every day. She believes in herself. Or, they try their best. It describes things that are true again and again.
The present continuous is used for actions happening right now, like, I'm learning, you're practicing, or we're changing our mindset. It describes what is happening in the moment.
We also use the present continuous for temporary actions, Nicole, like, I'm working on my confidence this week, or I'm trying a new study method today. It shows something that is not permanent.
A simple rule is present simple equals routine, present continuous equals now. This helps learners understand how to talk about their progress and their mindset.
Another example, Nicole. I learn slowly is a habit, but I'm learning slowly today is temporary. The meaning changes with the time.
And both tenses are useful when talking about growth, because we can say, I practice every day, and also, I'm practicing right now. Both are important for improvement.
Now let's move into our vocabulary section, Nicole, because mindset uses many simple but powerful words. We'll teach a few today.
One useful word is mindset, which means your way of thinking, like a positive mindset helps you learn faster. It's the heart of today's topic.
Another word is progress, which means moving forward, like, I'm making progress in English. Even small progress is important.
A helpful word is confidence, which means believing in yourself, like confidence grows with practice. It's a key part of learning.
Another simple word is effort, which means the energy you use to do something, like learning takes effort. Effort leads to results.
A useful word is patience, which means staying calm and giving yourself time. Like, patience helps you stay motivated. It's essential for long-term learning.
And one more word is growth, which means becoming better, like every mistake is part of your growth. It's a beautiful word for learners.
Now, let's explain some expressions, Peter, because expressions make English sound natural and real. My first expression is keep going, which means continue even when it's hard. For example, you're doing great. Keep going.
Another expression is try again, which means don't give up after a mistake. Like, if you forget a word, just try again. It's simple but powerful.
My second expression is step by step, which means slowly and steadily, like you'll improve step by step. It's perfect for learning.
And my second expression is on the right track, which means moving in the correct direction. Like, you're practicing every day. You're on the right track. It's very encouraging.
And now, Peter, it's time to close our episode. And I'm smiling because I loved talking about mindset today. I hope our listeners feel stronger and more hopeful about their English journey.
I agree, Nicole, and I hope everyone remembers that mindset is the key to learning. Small steps, positive thoughts, and patience make a big difference. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep trying.
If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel because it helps more learners find us. And it makes us very happy too.
And don't forget to write in the comments, what small step will you take today? We love reading your answers.
Thank you so much for listening today. Keep going, stay positive, and remember, change your mindset, change your English.